Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lakbadi Baju, Lakbi's Lifestyle, and I make lifestyle videos, so you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes guys, I've missed you. Yeah, I know it's been a while, and trust me, it's taken 6 months, like literally almost 6 months to make this video. So anyway, you guys, can you guess what I'm talking about? Can you guess? Okay, before we move forward, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerts when new videos come up, because new videos are going to be coming up more frequently. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the best, like the very best. Thank you for hanging around. Anyway guys, so from the title of this video, you probably figured, yeah, I am pregnant. Yes, I am pregnant. I'm almost 6 months. I'm going to be 6 months next week. So, and I should have actually, like, my plan, you know. Thank you. My plan was to, like, you know, make like a log. So it was meant to be for me and also for you guys, you know, like a way of giving an update, because you're going to be seeing this video when the baby's been born. Like, I just wanted to do it that way. But it's been so hard. I mean, I guess pretty much almost the same thing with Moya's, but I feel like I'm more tired this time around. So it's been really hard, and it's even worse because I'm home now. I like everything I do is from home, work, school, everything is from home, and it's harder now because obviously I have Moya to take care of as well. So yeah, it's been hard. I just wanted to give you an update on how the pregnancy has been, and I will probably do so. Since this is 6 months, I mean, I'll do like 1 to 6 month update, and in another video, like towards the end of my of the pregnancy, I'll give another update. I'll probably also share what's in my hospital bag, and you know, stuff like that, you know, just things to update you guys with. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So yeah, let's jump right into. If you like my hair, I know I didn't style it. I literally just came in, dropped my bag, and I'm like, you know what, you're in the zone right now, so just record this video now that you still have the ginger. Like literally, that's why I didn't even start. I just went to drop Moya off at daycare, and I'm like, okay, let me just do this now before I lose that ginger and have to do other things, right? So if you like my hair, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. The name of the business is called The Hair Essence. She's in Toronto, and she makes custom wigs. So this is a custom wig. I actually told her what I wanted, the length, the color, and she did this for me. So I'll probably put a picture, you know, in somewhere in the video, just so that you guys will see how it looks when it's styled. But this I literally just put on my head this morning when I had to step out of the house. So yeah, okay, so on to what we're talking about today. I'm almost 6 months pregnant, and it's been a journey, trust me. So I'm in my 2nd trimester, obviously, and so I found out I was pregnant in, was it May? Yeah, in May. Yeah, May, June, July, August. Yeah, kind of, yeah, in the middle of May. In general, I would say my pregnancy has been very good, you know, nothing eventful. So, you know, it's been a healthy pregnancy. Of course, everybody's pregnancy is different, and of course, even for the same woman, different I mean, each pregnancy is different, if that kind of makes sense. I don't know if that made sense to you. So what I mean is, like, while I was pregnant with Moyo, obviously some symptoms I had then is are completely different from what I have now, and some are similar, you know, in general. So in my first trimester was pretty uneventful, and I think we were still, so by then the lockdown was kind of, you know, started easing up a bit, even though we've been at home. My husband is home. That's IBK. He's home. He works from home. I just started taking Moyo to daycare like literally this month, September. So we've all been home, you know. So yeah. So yeah, nothing eventful. Of course, I was very tired in my first trimester. I feel like that's been the theme of this pregnancy, like super tired, like really tired, like not wanting to do anything, not wanting to even get dressed, like not wanting to do any makeup, as you can see. Like that's been, but obviously I have to drag myself because I have a child to take care of, unlike while I was pregnant with Moyo, where it was just me. I had to take care of my husband. Obviously stepped up to the game, but now even if my husband is going to take care of me, you know we still have to take care of Moyo, right? So, and Moyo just, he turned 3 in August, so to a large extent, there's some form of independence, but you guys, he's still a baby, so yeah, he's still my baby. So yes, the regular morning sickness, which is like when I brush my teeth, that's when I used to throw up back then. I no longer throw up anymore, thank God. And that lasted till like, I'll say early in the second trimester. So every time I brush, literally as I brush, and while I was pregnant with Moyo, one observation I had first trimester was horrible. I couldn't eat anything. I threw up a lot. Even not even like literally just walking down the road, I'll feel irritated and just throw up. That was with Moyo's. But this time around, I don't know if it's because I was home, but I'll say the morning sickness was kind of, I don't know, it was toned down a bit compared to Moyo's. That's my observation. But with Moyo, I was working, so I was usually very tired by the time I got home at night and wouldn't even want to do anything. But because I'm home this time around, so most times during the first trimester, I was always just lying down. If I wasn't doing anything, I was always lying down because I didn't really have the energy to do anything. Like, there was no energy, literally no energy. So, but the throwing up was only when I brushed my teeth. I wasn't really able to eat as much, but I didn't have any aversions. Compared to while I was pregnant with Moyo, I had a lot of food aversions. I couldn't eat so many things. I couldn't eat chicken. And most people that are close to me know that chicken is like my favorite, but I don't know what happened. But this time around, I was able to eat most things, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't take in much. So like I'll say if my regular portion was like, half the size of a plate, I wasn't able to finish half of that plate anymore. So I'll probably eat like quarter of that plate or even less. Like that was how bad it was. I didn't really have the appetite, to eat stuff. So I got full very easily, and I was scared of getting irritated and throwing up, which I think that was really where it stemmed from because of my experience the first time. So I'm like, I don't want to eat too much. I don't want to inhale too much of this so I don't get irritated. But thankfully I was able to take in most of the foods. So yeah, but I didn't eat much, so I didn't gain that much weight in my first trimester. I mean, in general, I haven't gained so much weight yet. Tiredness and morning sickness, and not that much food aversion. So I would say in general, it was actually not bad. It was good because it could have been worse, So yeah, so that was my first trimester, and as we got into the second trimester, the first few weeks were still kind of like lingering, like my body was still lingering in the first trimester blues until I got out of it, and the second trimester energy popped up. Not as much, but obviously compared to the first trimester, now I'm able to cook, do all the laundry, like do stuff I wasn't really able to do in my first trimester. Thankfully, I have a husband who stepped up to the game, and he's home, which has been like a big advantage. I feel like that really helped, even though he's working. But I mean, if I'm not able to do something, I can just quickly call for him, and he'll be there to help me. And Moya has been very helpful too, guys. Very helpful. Yeah, so second, so I think I'm done with the first trimester symptoms. I think, yeah. So second trimester, what I feel like I've really dealt with so far is the tiredness, which isn't all the time, because sometimes you have this burst of energy. Like I could wake up, early in the morning, I have so much energy that I try to get most stuff done, and then I find that by midday I'm kind of burnt out and I just want to sleep. That's so it's not like the energy is like all through, but at least there's energy. Yeah. And I've started having some nesting, here and there. It's not as bad. I feel like with Moyo's, the nesting was crazy. Like I just wanted to have everything ready. I didn't even like I had a registry, a baby registry, but I just wanted to just buy everything, like just have it, like okay, because if I didn't have something, I would panic. I'm like, I don't have this yet, but I'm not like that this time around. I feel like because I've had that experience, I'm like, yeah, whatever. And to be honest, I just literally just completed the registry. So I have a registry on Amazon. I just set it up, and number one, I've not really been in the mood to set up a registry, and number two, I don't know, like I'm just like, yeah. I was trying to find out, trying to wait for the gender, to find out the gender before, I figured out what I wanted, and of course, now that we know the gender, so we can plan accordingly, and I'll tell you guys in the next video. So you guys watch my next video. So yeah, and so now I am eating more, so my portions are, I'll say, as much as I would have eaten before pre-pregnancy. Yeah. One thing I noticed comparing this pregnancy to Moya's is this time around I don't crave sugars as much. Like I can actually do without sugars, anything containing sugar. I prefer spicy foods, things that have pepper, anything spicy, really. Anything that contains pepper, that's what I'm always going for. Unlike when I was pregnant with Moyo, I always wanted sugar, guys. Like it was ridiculous. There was a time when I was pregnant with Moyo that we purchased this ice cream cake that was like, was it 8 or 9 inches, and we finished it. It wasn't at once, but it was probably like maybe twice or 3 times, but that was like an actual birthday cake. So I don't understand why we finished, and I ate most of it. So but this time around, no, I'm not craving anything like that. I'm only craving mostly spicy food. All I want to eat now is things like maybe pepper soup, suya, jollof rice, spicy chicken, things like giz dodo, all those type of anything that has dodo in, pepper in it. I'm for it. I'm here for it. And probably because I'm home this time around, so most of the food I eat now are things I make, homemade meals, which obviously is better. Because I also noticed, this is the TMI aspect of of this episode, I noticed that I have a sensitive tummy compared to Moyo's pregnancy. I have a really sensitive tummy this time around. I can't just eat anything. Like if I eat nonsense, I go to the toilet for nonsense, if that makes sense. Yeah, I have a more sensitive tummy this time around, and I'm not a kind of person that has a sensitive tummy. Like I usually get away with a lot of stuff in general. Like the only thing I don't really take is milk, and that's because I will explain that in a different video anyway. But I became sensitive to lactose, like I'll say in my late 20s. So I don't take milk. If I have to take milk, I take lactose free, or I just take a plant-based milk, like almond milk or coconut milk. So I don't take dairy milk. It's very nasty. Like I react very nastily to it. So but yeah, I'll explain that in a separate video. So yes, I have a sensitive tummy this time around, so I can't just eat anything because my tummy will literally just turn upside down, and I'll have to go to the toilet. Another TMI, I'm pretty sure if you've been pregnant, this happens to every woman. It happens to every woman, but when you're pregnant, it's on another level. So there's something called leukorrhea, which is discharged while you're pregnant. So yes, while you're pregnant, you don't see your period, which is good. 9 months no period, but there are other things that your body's going through that you can't tell the whole world. So there's something called leukorrhea. It's just discharge, which starts coming out from your first trimester, but in the first trimester it's just in very little quantity. So you might decide to wear pant liners if you don't want to destroy your pants, because it actually messes up the panties. Yeah, but by the second trimester the discharge becomes like way more, and our bodies are different, so the quantity will vary for each woman. But mine in this second trimester has been ridiculous. Like I was almost, so I still use pant liners, but I change more often now. I was almost contemplating using sanitary towels, like maybe the light one. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I have to change my pant liners more frequently, which could be annoying because it makes you uncomfortable when it's not like it gets full. Obviously it's not as much as that, but I feel like once it comes out to some extent, I just start feeling very uncomfortable that I'll have to go and change the line now, because it's like there's no point anymore weighing it. So that's the major TMI. Well, just so you know, if you've not been pregnant yet, there's something like that. So don't think you just go scot free. And by the third trimester, the leukorrhea comes out, and towards the end, you start having some drops of the amniotic fluid. I mean, once you are very close to term, that's normal. It's expected, because by then, baby is like has filled up the entire uterus, so parts of the amniotic fluid start leaking out. So, but the good thing about the leukorrhea is that it doesn't have a smell. Like, it doesn't eat. There's a distinct smell with pregnancy, but it doesn't have an awful smell. Yeah, let me just put it that way. So at least that's a good thing. So you're not worried that if you're walking around, anyone's smelling anything. Hopefully, I mean, if you have your bath every day, that shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, I think that's about. Of course, a very distinct observation between my pregnancy with Moyo and this one's, my my baby bump is let's say significantly, it's bigger, not significantly, but it's bigger than, obviously, like, I'm almost 6 months now, and I remember when I was pregnant with Moyo, while I was 6 months, some people at work didn't know that I was pregnant, because I would usually wear big clothing, so they didn't know. I think I really popped when I turned 7 months. That was when it was obvious. Okay, even the way I was walking, like, everybody just knew, okay, oh, you're pregnant, when are you due? And I'm like, oh, in like in 3 months. And like, what? Sorry, 2 months. I'm like, what? I thought you just got pregnant. I'm like, no, I've been pregnant for 7 months. But this time around, I literally started showing by 4 months, 3-4 months, I'll say. Yeah, I started showing. So I'll show you guys my bump, just so you guys see. So this is the bump here. This is 6 months. So it's, I don't know if you guys can see. I mean, it's not too big, but obviously everyone knows this time that I'm pregnant. So yeah. And it's, it's a bump. It's a baby bump, and obviously I'll say the advantage of showing is that at least it's not, there's a way you show that it should. Sometimes you be wondering, is this person pregnant, or did this person just have too much food? So I feel like I was a lot in that phase. I was so much in that phase. I don't know, maybe because I wasn't like really dressing up to work, this time around. I feel I was a lot in that phase in that phase in my first trimester. But by the second trimester, my tummy just came out, and everyone who sees me will know that, okay, you're actually expecting. So as I said, in terms of the registry, I just set up a registry. So I'll say I'm just sharing that with like close family members now, because it's not like as if I made an announcement on social media that I'm expecting, or like, it's only right now, it's only close family and like really few friends that know that I'm currently pregnant, so maybe people that are guests, because I posted a picture recently on my Instagram. You guys should follow me on my Instagram, Lapo's Lifestyle. I'm gonna put it here. So someone just came into my DM that day, and I was like, the womb watchers. I see something, and obviously I'm not gonna lie that I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not hiding it, but I just don't feel the need to do the whole announcement. That's my own opinion, right? I don't want to announce it. I didn't announce, that's why. So when she got into my DM, I'm like, oh yeah, I am, and that's it. In terms of shopping, I haven't really bought anything, I'm not gonna lie. This is September. I'm due in January, towards the end of January, in the heart of winter. God help us. So I haven't bought anything, to be honest. I just started setting up the nursery. Started setting it up I'll say about 2 weeks ago. So we're going to bring the crib upstairs very soon. So we need a stroller, car seat. And this time around, I breastfed Moyo, but he didn't really use the bottle then, because I didn't really have a good breast pump. Like, I was a JJC mom. And at some point I just got tired. I'm like, I'm home, I'm not doing anything, so I'll just breastfeed, which obviously wasn't the best choice because he became too clingy. And obviously, if I needed to feed him, it had to be from the boob, so I couldn't just drop him with anyone. But this time around, because I'm busier now, I can't afford to do that, so I have to have a good breast pump. So definitely that's something I'm ordering very soon. And my mom's gonna be around anyway, so she's gonna help, with the baby a whole lot. And definitely, so with the breast pump comes bottles, what's it called, the bottle warmer, which I didn't get the first time, and I have a sterilizer, so that's good. And we are considering purchasing a Moses basket. I haven't concluded yet, but that's one thing we might get. And and there's something else we need a zip baby monitor. Yeah, so most of these stuff are most of the things we need are on the registry, so we're purchasing some of those things, and of course sharing the link with our families, and they will assist us in any way they can. Of course, people have had babies in the pandemic, so it's not like it's something strange, but being pregnant in a pandemic, having a baby in a pandemic, it's all new to most people. It's new to everybody. So it takes some form of adjustment because you have to be like really careful as a pregnant woman. You don't want to fall sick, or if you have a newborn, you don't want to, like, they're already predisposed to illness, but you have to be extra careful because you don't want them falling sick, right? So you have to be extra careful. I don't go out as much. I only go to places I really need to go to, like the grocery stores. We recently went to IKEA though, because I was looking for like a chest drawer to put in the nursery, but I didn't see what I wanted, which is part of why I don't really like going on, because for me that journey to IKEA that day was such a waste because I didn't see what I wanted. And you know how IKEA is, like, it's huge, right? So you spend that much time there and you don't end up getting what you want. So I mean, they don't have things in stock thanks to the pandemic, so it's not like it was their fault. Yeah, which could be boring. And now it's getting cold because we're in the fall now, we're in September. It's getting cold now, so it's like, all of that could have an effect on your mental state. But I mean, what can we do? We're in a pandemic. As it is, as I speak right now, parts of Canada are in their second wave of this pandemic. So, and imagine, life still has to go on. Like, the baby's doing great, I am doing good. The only issue, which really isn't an issue, it's always been like that for me, is I have low iron levels. Even with while I was pregnant with Moyo, I had low iron levels, but so I'm on an iron supplement apart from my prenatal vitamins. But God has been faithful. Everything's been good. So yeah, I'll say that is my 0 to 6 month update. If you guys have any questions about this video, I know it's gonna be coming like really late, like the baby would have been born by the time you guys are seeing this, guys. But if you have any questions about pregnancy from 0 to 6 months, of course let me know. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually an internationally trained pharmacist. So I'm a pharmacist from Nigeria. I was trying to get my license at some point here in Canada, but I had to suspend that because I needed to work to get my permanent residence, and I needed money also to write the exams. Like, it's a very long process. Maybe I'll do that in a separate video, but I am currently in the process of getting that license again. So yeah, any question regarding pregnancy I may be able to answer. Of course, if I can't answer, I'll refer you to who can answer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Of course, following this video will be the 7 to 9 month update. So hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy. So you guys keep being safe, take care of yourselves, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.